everyone, Achikah here, and it is finally time to base off yet again, decorators. We are starting season 3 of Base Off, which is kind of crazy to think about. I didn't realize it until somebody messaged me being like, "Wow, it's been 2 years since the first Base Off," and I was like, "Whoa, you're right." So it's crazy to think that we've gotten to 2 years of this and starting a third. I'm super stoked that you guys enjoy Base Off and that you still want to create and compete and just celebrate base building here on this game. So it's really exciting. So I just wanted to say thank you in general. Even if you haven't ever competed, maybe this is your very first one too. Or just a video, just people who watch too. Just I'm really grateful that you guys enjoy the content and you're sticking around and creating things. That's really exciting and awesome, honestly. So thanks for just being here. um, but yeah, if this is your first time to Base Off or to my channel, hello, I'm Achikah. And here on DC Universe Online, I love looking at bases, so I have created Base Off. What is Base Off? Base Off is a bi-monthly base competition where I get a bunch of decorators together over the course of 8 weeks or 2 months. And I give you guys a base theme, or, what is it, a challenge. Couldn't think of the word there for a second. Yeah, so I give you guys a theme or a challenge to build a base around. You guys have 6 weeks usually to do so, including this one. It will be 6 weeks to work on it. The 7th week will be for live streaming and celebrating all your awesome bases together on Twitch. And then the week after, I will have the winner announcements where you guys will get some fabulous prizes and recognition for your incredible work. So yeah, that is Base Off. And I'm super stoked for this Base Off in particular because I know it's been heavily requested. It has been on the books for over a year now, probably. I actually moved this date, and it was extremely serendipitous given the announcement that we had in the producer's letter, if you guys haven't seen it. But yeah, for this Base Off, you can see I am in first edition Glitch's comic book shop base because this time around I would like to present to you Base Off Iconi-CLASH. And hopefully your Iconi-CLASH will be a lot more, or a lot less tacky than mine. So what do I mean by Iconi-CLASH? Well, for this Base Off, your theme is to create a base that is based off of, represents, or tells the story of a DC Comics superhero or villain. So, like I said, I've had this on the books for a while. It was supposed to be last year during Lights Camera Craftion. But I also had movies on my Base Off theme list. I have a huge list of Base Off themes that I've thought of over the years that I thought would be fun to work on. And when I saw that the stream landed on National Cinema Day, I switched actually the movie themed Base Off with this one. And then a month ago we got, or less than a month ago, just a couple weeks ago, we got the producer's letter saying that we're getting a new iconic themed base, or base theme of the Sunstone Fortress, which if you haven't seen, please go check it out. I have a photo of it over in my community tab. It's also in the producer's letters. I'll link that down below in the YouTube description if you guys have not read it yet. It has a roadmap for the game this year for all of us, but also it includes a picture of this amazing base, and it's supposed to be dropping this month. That's why I say that this is extremely serendipitous. If you want to, I mean, you don't have to build a Superman base in it either. You can build whatever you want in it, of course. But the fact that it falls on the Iconi-CLASH Base Off is it's pretty awesome. It worked out very well, and yeah. Now I don't know when the Sunstone base is going to drop. Again, you can use any base style you want for this. It does not have to be the Sunstone one at all. And using the Sunstone one is not going to give you a bigger boost in judging, in my judging personally. It's just, if you want to use it, you have the opportunity to, hopefully, if it drops within this month. I mean, of course, if it drops at the end of the month, you're going to have less time than everybody else to work on it, but if you're a speed builder, you might be able to squeeze it in there. So hopefully everything works out for the best. I don't know when it's going to drop, but we're in this together. We'll see. Right? So yeah, I just thought that was really cool. But yeah, so I mentioned judging, so why don't I get into that? How is the ranking system's going to go here for base off. Though it is mostly about celebrating bases, it is still a competition. There are still lovely prizes, which I will share with you two later. Um, but yeah, so how do I judge base off? I have a judging rubric that has 5 main categories that are all equally weighed, which is creativity, craftsmanship, logic, storytelling, and aesthetics. If you would like more definitions as to what I mean by all of those, as well as past winners of Base Off, so you want to see my first, if that, if you want to take that into consideration, for your base, you know what I mean? If you're really about winning those prizes that way, you could also check out past winners. There's all kinds of links in the forum post down below, so go check that out. Um, but there's also a sixth place, or a sixth grading criteria here, which is how well you visually represent or tell the story of your iconic character of choice. So yeah, like it just how well you paint the visual landscape of this character, whoever they may be. I am hoping that you guys choose some. I mean, of course, everybody's going to choose some of their the most iconic characters. I mean, you guys have seen that there have been a lot of Bat Family videos here on the channel, and Wonder Woman inspired stuff, Kryptonian stuff. There's all kinds of stuff, but I would love to see some niche characters too. So the more creative you get with displaying your character, and especially if you choose like a niche one or like one that's like a lesser known one, like that, I'm super stoked to see those. And I do have to preference this too because this is completely out of my comfort zone, so that's why it's been a while for me to actually announce this one. I am not super immersed in the DC fandom. So if you need to tell me anything or let me know ahead of time. I'm going to be asking for what your character is too, or your characters if you're doing like a Legion of Doom or like a Justice League, like a group of characters, something like that for this base. I will ask ahead of time when you enter what that character is, so that way I could do a bit of research on it. And if you want to tell me like what age of comics you're going for, what lineage of comics you're going for, multiverse, Earth, I guess it would be, right? Is that how I think it's like like the numbers or whatever if you're doing a multiverse kind of thing. Just let me know ahead of time because I can do some research. I have no problem doing research and making sure that you guys' bases are seen in the fullest potential. And by the live stream, if you feel like I haven't done your base justice, you can always message me any kind of in-depth details that I missed. I'm totally okay with that. So that way I could judge it, I can look into those things and then judge it accordingly. So, just as a little asterisk of disclaimer, you guys know if you watch my videos that I'm not very good or well versed at lore of comic books or other things, but I do love to see your work and your craftsmanship and your creativity and the clipping and all the stuff that you guys do. So all that will be taken into account for, and hopefully I can also do so with your narrative structures of representing your iconic character. Yeah, so now that that is out of the way, how do you enter base off? Well, first off, I need you to add Achikah to your base generators, just like it's spelled here on YouTube. Um, on both the US and the EU PSPC server, those are the only ones that will be eligible for base off. I'm so sorry, Xbox and Switch users. I still just don't have the consoles available to me, and there's no way for me to play or get established on there. So whenever I do, I promise you will be the first to know because I would love to tour your bases. I know there are so many of you out there, and hopefully one day that'll come to fruition. But until that day, Base Off is only for EU and US characters. Yeah, so add Achikah to your US or EU PSPC server, and then I need you to comment here, either on the YouTube video, the forum post, where, if you're viewing that there, there'll also be a link to the YouTube video there. The Base Crafters Discord will have its own thread, or if you absolutely need to, and this is the only way you can get a hold of me, you can message me in-game through the mail. Please do it through the mail. Do not do it through a tel. Yeah, if for base off or just a base tour if you guys want, because I don't have record of tells, and sometimes some things can get lost in the sauce. I can always archive my mail in-game, so at least there's that, even if it gets lost. But yeah, message me with your character name, your base name, which server you're on, And then also what character or group of characters you have decided to do for this contest, so that way I know ahead of time. I'm sure it'll probably be pretty obvious with the description of your base or your base name, I'm sure, but in case it's not, I just want to make sure that it's it's there. And I can do my research accordingly. And what kind of fabulous prizes are you guys competing for this entry? Well, on the US side, I have a few rarer pieces. I have a couple of Kryptonian things from survival mode that you guys can get your hands on. I have a some specialty items, actually. I have an interactive owl signal, which has a 50-point feed attached to it. I'm pretty sure, I think it's 50. I'm gonna have to relook about that, but it's definitely got a feed attached to it. Or you can choose from that, or you can get the black and white Batman floor statue, which was given away. I think it was Batman Day 2016, I think. Oh my gosh, it's been a while. So they're a bit rare nowadays, but I have one actually. That the first place winner will be getting. There are a few Aquaman busts too, which is a one-time offered thing as well. Some elite furniture. I think I got some Amazonian bracer displays in there as well. Some Themysciran balconies. On the EU side, I only have the L signal for you guys, but I also have some other goodies. I have some Kryptonian stuff, some Sunstone things, again from survival mode, all kinds of stuff. If you guys want to check the whole list of prizes, please go ahead and go to the forums. Everything will be there listed. It'll be if you have questions about anything, go to the forums because there's a whole slew. I try my best to do a big long post of descriptors, so please go check that out if you guys want any more details on that. Yeah, so I think that's it for prizes, for entering the theme. So I think you guys just need the dates. So again, today is the day that starts Iconi-CLASH, April 5th. It will continue on until Wednesday, May 15th, will be your last day to get entries in. I'll then take a look, make sure I have all the listed entries, I have access to your bases. And then on May 17th, we will be doing the Twitch live stream, which is always a real fun time to look at all the bases. And then on May 24th will be the winners announcement. And after that, another base off will start. Again, like I said, the cycle continues anew. I think with that, I think that's everything I need to say about base off. So yeah, with that, another base off has commenced. I wish you all the best of luck and may the best decorator win. If any of you guys have any questions or comments, please leave them down below in the YouTube video. I'll be happy to try and answer them there, or in the forums too, if you want to have a discussion, any of that. The Base Crafters Discord also, there's, you could also reach out there as well. Yeah, I think that's it. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. I cannot wait to see what kind of bases you guys have. And yeah, this should be a great time. So with that, happy decorating, everybody. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Take care, everybody.